Hello friends, welcome back. Hearty welcome to you. Let's look at this example and see how we can solve it together. This is a problem related to trigonometrical ratios and identities. We have been given the problem like this: 3 into sine to the power of 4 3 pi by 2 minus alpha plus sine to the power of 4 3 pi plus alpha minus of 2 into sine to the power of 6 pi by 2 plus alpha plus sine to the power of 6 5 pi minus alpha. We have to simplify this expression and we have to find out what's the value of this. So our approach is to find out, to simplify each of these whatever the trigonometric functions we have separately, and we'll try to use little bit of algebra to solve this problem. Since we know that sine square alpha plus cos square alpha equal to 1, we should be able to solve it easily. So let's go ahead now. My first step will be to simplify each one of them. So I'll write down sine to the power of 4 3 pi by 2 minus alpha is how much. That's what first I have to find out. For that we leverage the formula that any trigonometric function, if we apply n pi by 2 plus or minus alpha, that will result into opposite trigonometric function of alpha if n is odd. If n is odd, then it is cos alpha. If n is even, then it is sin alpha. If n is odd, then it is cos alpha. If n equal to even, then it is sin alpha. So this works out for not only sin to cos, cos to sin, tan to cot, and cot to tan, cosecant, secant, secant, cosecant. Only the thing we have to understand is what's the value of n. Is it an odd number or it's a even number? Then once we finish that, then we have to appropriately put the sign in front of those trigonometric function depending on which quadrant you are moving into. Now in this particular case, since the powers are even numbers 4 and 6, we know that we don't need to look into the quadrant aspect, because it will be always positive only, because sine 3 pi by 2 minus alpha whole to the power of 4, when I do to the power of 4, it will be always positive only. Here 3 pi by 2, that means n equal to 3. If n is odd, we know that it will become cos alpha. So can I go ahead and write this is nothing but equal to cos to the power of 4 alpha. Similarly, we have sine to the power of 4 3 pi plus alpha. Can I write it as 6 pi by 2 plus alpha? Again to the power of 4, and n is even here. 6 is even. So as 6 is even, we know that it will remain as sine to the power of 4 alpha only. Now let's go to the next one, that is sine to the power of 6 pi by 2 plus alpha. Again pi by 2, 1 into pi by 2, n is odd. When n is odd, we know that sine will become cos. So this will become cos to the power of 6 alpha. The last one is sine to the power of 6 5 pi minus alpha. Can I write it as 10 pi by 2 minus alpha? 10 into pi by 2 minus alpha. And you can see that n is even here. N is even, that means sine will remain as sine only. So as we have done the simplification, now we can go ahead and substitute in our problem. So it will simplify to 3 into sine to the power of 4 3 pi by 2 minus alpha is cos to the power of 4 alpha, plus sine to the power of 4 6 pi by 2 plus alpha, or 3 pi plus alpha is sine to the power of 4 alpha. So we completed the first part, minus 2 into sine to the power of 6 pi by 2 plus alpha is cos to the power of 6 alpha, as we simplified just now, and sine to the power of 6 5 pi minus alpha is sine to the power of 6 alpha. Now we have to simplify. We have reduced the given problem into 3 into cos to the power of 4 alpha plus sine to the power of 4 alpha minus 2 into cos to the power of 6 alpha plus sine to the power of 6 alpha. Now how to solve this problem and how to move forward? For that, our approach will be to use the identity cos square alpha plus sin square alpha equal to 1. So we'll write down, we know that cos square alpha plus sin square alpha equal to 1. Let us say that suppose cos square alpha equal to a, sin square alpha equal to b, we have a plus b is equal to 1. And what's the expression we have now here? 3 into a square plus b square minus of 2 into, this is cos square alpha whole cube. Can I write it as 2 into a cube plus b cube? Now we have to solve this by using algebraic identities, and we should simplify that. Now our next step will be 3 into, can I say that a square plus b square is a plus b whole square minus 2ab minus 2 into, how can we write a cube plus b cube? That's nothing but algebraic identity a plus b whole cube minus of 3 into ab into a plus b. We can simplify that now. We know a plus b equal to 1. So can I write down 3 into 1 minus 2ab minus 2 into a plus b is again 1, 1 minus 3ab into a plus b is again 1. If we simplify, we will have 3 minus 6ab minus 2 plus again 6ab. 6ab will cancel. We get 3 minus 2 equal to 1. So the solution for this is 1. So let's give a recap of this before we close. We have been given a trigonometric expression and we have to find its value. So the approach we follow is whenever the alpha is of the form of n pi by 2 plus or minus alpha, we know that if n is odd, then sine will become cos, cos will become sine. When n is even, sine will remain as sine only. So we apply that particular logic and try to simplify the given expression, and we see that it's coming down into the form of 3 into cos to the power of 4 alpha plus sin to the power of 4 alpha minus 2 into cos to the power of 6 alpha plus sin to the power of 6 alpha. Now that we know that cos square alpha plus sin square alpha equal to 1, so we can switch it into the form of a plus b equal to 1, and we can convert that by using algebraic identities, and we can solve it. We get value equal to 1. So that's a 1986 problem which was asked some time back. So I just thought of sharing this problem with you so that we can recap the important property of trigonometric functions sine or cos or tan or secant or cosecant or cot. If you have an angle which is in the form of n pi by 2 plus or minus alpha, then how we have to simplify that. So I'll catch you once again with another interesting example. Till then, thanks for your time and support. Bye for now.